back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through another day in the life working from home as a full-time software engineer and part-time Pilates instructor, and also someone with multiple different interests and multiple different passions. I know a lot of you are also juggling multiple different things, or maybe you're building something else on the side of your career. So I'm just going to kind of talk you through some little tips about how I manage my time, my focus and my energy to help me achieve all of those different things. And now for me, the day always starts the night before. So let's rewind. Every night before bed, I write my to-do list for the next day. That way, there's no wasting time in the morning trying to figure out what I need to do or how I'm spending my day. I wake up to a plan, and that makes all the difference. Because my schedule is so full, sleep is a top priority for me. I can't function without good sleep. If I haven't slept well, I can really tell, and so can everyone else around me. To make sure I get as much sleep as possible, I do things that make a big impact, like setting out my gym clothes the night before, so my mornings feel smooth and easy. Then most mornings, I start my day with a workout. Getting it in first thing is a non-negotiable for me. It sets the tone for my day, boosts my energy, and I love having the morning just for me and my goals. It also means no matter how the rest of my day goes, I've already done something for my body and my mind. Sometimes it's strength, sometimes it's mobility or Pilates, but either way, it helps me show up better in everything else I do. I'll get into the tips and habits that help me balance everything a bit later in the video. But first, let's get this morning workout in. Today, I did a lower body workout. As you saw, I'd already planned for this the night before. This reduces the need to make decisions in the morning because I already know in advance what my workout will look like. I like to repeat the same workout blocks for a few weeks at a time. It lets me track my progress and progressively overload. Progressive overloading is basically where you slowly increase the intensity, whether that's through weight, reps, or tempo, to build strength and actually see improvement in each movement. After getting back from the gym, I get ready to start work for the day. I log on and typically start my day with the usual stand-up. This is our morning catch-up meeting where we run through what we worked on yesterday and what we're working on today, as well as any blockers we might have. And then I get stuck into my work for the rest of the morning. So at the moment I've been working on this project, this new feature that's needed to get implemented, and I've been taking the lead on this project and I've actually really been enjoying it. So I asked to take ownership of more things because recently, honestly, I've been feeling a little bit stagnant in my work and feeling like I haven't really been progressing or pushing myself. So I wanted to change that, and this project is perfect for that. And it's been great because I'm having a chance again to take more ownership and to learn a bit more about architecture and have those decisions, and also kind of be able to split the work up between my team and kind of, just lead the direction of the project, which has been great. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Today, I have quite a few meetings in my calendar. So I'm going to be working on this feature in between those meetings. Today ended up being a really meeting heavy day and a lot of them overran. So not that much progress was made with my actual development work. And I guess sometimes that's the challenge, and sometimes that is just what happens as a software engineer. I can't really share the content of those meetings, but as an example, today we've had a really long refinement meeting. So this is where we take tickets from our backlog and refine what's in them. And by this, I mean we discuss what needs to be done, and we make sure the ticket is well defined and that everyone understands what needs to be done so that it's ready to pick up for our next sprint. Okay, so one of the things that's helped me the most in terms of being able to manage all these different things is having systems and routines in place. And I'm someone who thrives off routines and consistency. I like knowing exactly what I'm doing that day. Like I said before, I write my to-do list out every single night. So I always have a plan for the day. I know what I'm doing, and there is that structure that I like to follow. So this really saves so much time throughout the day. There's no questioning what I'm doing, and I know exactly how the day is going to go. And obviously there needs to be some flexibility within that. Things can change, some things can be out of your control, and you might just need to adapt based on how your workday is going, or how your body is feeling, or how you're feeling mentally. And sometimes, honestly, I do struggle a little bit with that flexibility because I do like sticking to a plan, but sometimes you just have to be flexible. And when you are juggling multiple different things, you really need to be intentional with your time. So having a plan really, really helps with that. But when you do need to be flexible, sometimes that flexibility can come over the week or over the month rather than every day. And by this, I mean that you don't need to balance everything every single day. You can let your focus shift week to week, depending on how you're feeling and how your workload is. And as long as you have that consistency over time, that's literally all that matters. So maybe some weeks I'm more focused on my dance and fitness goals, and other weeks it's more content focused. Other weeks maybe more coding and career goals. And this will shift all the time, as long as I know that I'm kind of always prioritizing all of them in some sense at some point in my life and regularly coming back to them all. I think it's also really important to listen to your body and adapt based on how you're feeling so that you don't get burnt out. And honestly, this is something I'm still learning to do, because it's hard for me to step away from things and have that kind of rest from certain things. And it's always a work in progress, but it's so important, because burning out is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere any faster. It's actually going to slow you down. So having that balance through everything, including rest, is so important. And linked to that, it's a good idea to figure out what kind of things energize you and what kind of things drain you. So figuring out how you can schedule everything around the way you like to work. So for example, if I've had a really stressful long day at work, creating content in the evening is probably not going to be the best use of my time, and it's not going to get the best results. So for me personally, I'm better off going to a dance class and moving my body and relieving some of that stress. Alternatively, if I'm feeling in a really deep focused mode, I will take advantage of that. So it's about using those pockets of time, those moments where you're feeling like something, and really taking advantage of that feeling. So if you know that you're a morning person, make sure you're waking up early to use those early hours where you feel you're most productive, and not wasting those special moments of time. Using that morning to focus on whatever goals you have. Maybe it's a fitness goal, maybe it's a side project, a side hustle, and really using it as much as you can so that you know that you've got that in first thing before the rest of the day takes over. Now, I try to utilize my lunch breaks as best as possible. Not every lunch break looks like this. Some days I only have time to eat and step away from my screen for a little bit. But on days where I do have a little more time, I try to make the most of it. Sometimes I'll post content, edit a reel, maybe plan a Pilates class that I'm going to teach, maybe reply to some comments, or maybe even run a quick errand like going to the post office or doing my household chores like my washing up. It really varies day to day, and this is kind of just a little snapshot of my week, of my day, and not every day is the exact same. Okay, so I've just finished work and I'm about to go out and teach a Pilates class. Movement is such a big part of my life, and teaching is such a nice contrast for me to this full-time job, to sitting at a desk all day, staring at a screen all day, and teaching really helps balance out that sedentary nature of my full-time job. But I won't lie, some days I do feel very rushed. There are definitely times I feel like I'm cramming too much in. At the same time, I've got big goals and I genuinely really enjoy what I do. So I've come to accept that this phase of life comes with some trade-offs. And what helps me manage everything is planning my week ahead of time. I'll look at when I'm teaching, what my work days look like, and where I need to leave space to rest. Another benefit of teaching has been the social side. I've met so many amazing people and some of my closest friends through classes and through different studios. And if you're trying to grow your circle while juggling work and personal goals, my best advice is to find spaces where people already share your interests. It makes connecting so much easier and friendships become naturally integrated into your routine. So that's a little glimpse into how I balance everything right now. It's definitely a lot sometimes, but having routines and being clear on priorities really helps. Things shift week to week, but consistency over time is really all that matters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it gave you some ideas or just some reassurance about juggling multiple different things. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hopefully see you next time.